It's almost 7:30 here on Thursday, May 30th, 2024. Excuse me. We got 3/4 inch of rain this afternoon. Well, I should say it started in the morning and it pretty much rained all day long, off and on. But it tore up this field a bit. If it weren't there for there being so much grass, I imagine we'd be in a mud bowl right now because the ground was already saturated. And now that we got more rain like that, it's just becoming softer and softer. So, because it might rain tomorrow morning, I've set up a little extra area here so I can come late in the morning or at noon. And they shouldn't be lacking any grass. So I wonder what these things are. I don't know what they are, but I don't think they're goatweed. Some other kind of plant there. If I see it again, I might try to identify it, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. I did see one part of my pasture has some goatweed, or they call it woolly croton. I forget the scientific name for it, but this part of the pasture that we're in, the northern half on the western side, we had really good growth of bermudagrass last summer and autumn. It was really thick. It was so thick that the goatweed couldn't grow, and there's no grasshoppers there either. This part of the pasture was covered in goatweed last year. Now I see some horse nettle, which I think is dangerous for the cows. If they're starving and you put them in a pasture of horse nettle, they could die, but they'll avoid it normally. They might eat a little bit of it, but you know. Here the Bermuda grass doesn't seem as strong, and I don't know whether that's just my eyes or whether that's true. I'm going to say that it is. The Bermuda grass out here is pretty dang strong. There's other grasses growing here that I didn't see earlier in the pasture. This tall green stuff here, this is not Bermuda grass. This is something else. It kind of has more of a woody texture to it. I'll have to wait till we get some seed heads on it before I really know what it is. May even be one of those rushes or something like that. It's not technically a grass, but similar to grass. So, but it looks like it's doing well in the heat, so it's definitely a summer grass, probably a native grass, since it isn't Bermuda grass. So, anyway, looks pretty good out here. It looks like there's plenty of green things to eat. One of the things, it's more of an optical illusion, is if I look down, it looks very green, but if I look out, it looks brown. But let me walk over there where it's brown and then look down so you can see what's really going on. Okay, so here it looks brown, right? When you look down, it looks green. There's some brown spots, but what's happening is the tall grass is brown. And so if you look out in the distance along the tops, you're just going to see the tops of the tall grass. You're not going to see the green grass underneath. But if you look down, you could definitely see the green grass. So I think that's true, like, for all the rest of my pasture. If I were to get out there and look down, it'd be green. It's just because I'm looking at the top of the ryegrass. And it looks to me like the ryegrass has already cast her seeds. So if you look at that, like the seeds are already gone. So the seeds are already down in the ground. Hopefully the cattle will trample it down and some of the vegetative material will build up on top of it so that it'll have ideal growing conditions come autumn, especially spring. So I don't know what this is, but it seems to be a warm season grass. Let me grab some of it and I'll identify it later. There we go. Oh my goodness, this thing is tall. This thing is up to my belt. It is so tall. Let me try to, it's not focusing on it. Yeah, I'll take this back and try to identify it. It has a seed head, so it can be identified. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.